So I think the main issues insurers are struggling with, I suppose, or certainly from our perspective, growth is a big issue at the moment. It's a tough economy out there. We're finding that we're resilient in the personal line space, but we certainly see the small commercial segment that annual premium less than 50,000 Rand. That segment is under pressure. Those are your plumbers, your electricians, your small businesses. So we're seeing a huge uptick there in RDs, and that's a sign of the economy that we're in. So I think that's tough. Growth is a tough story at the moment, and we tend to be fighting for each other's business. I also think we're seeing it's tough to manage expenses. So in a low growth environment, it's hard to contain your expenses. Expenses are growing. And we're also trying at the same time to really invest significantly in IT platforms and technology and really to get to grips with a raft of new regulation that's come. So it's putting pressure on your cost base and trying to make sure you can keep yourself as efficient as you can. A lot of strategy will tell you out there that really being cost efficient is key to a long-term sustainable advantage, particularly because cost always puts pricing pressure on. And I suppose to pick up on the third thing, data has become a big thing for insurers. So we move a lot of data around, and cyber risk is one of the biggest things we need to be conscious of as an industry. We're passing ID numbers around, we're passing bank details around. It's not only in the lead sourcing environment where we buy a lot of leads, it's also very much about the outsourced environment where we're sharing data and making sure as an industry we really have good control of how we protect, how we store, how we transfer data, how we use that to approach customers. I think those are big challenges at the moment that we're trying to deal with, certainly from our perspective. It is tough to stay agile, and I think for any big business or any business, being agile when there's so much change going on it's a key differentiator. If we can get it right, it would be great. I think we've adopted two strategies in our business. The one is we've tried to compete a little bit with ourselves. So we've, for example, invested heavily in BroLink. BroLink is it's a little bit on the side for us, but it's a wholly owned subsidiary of Santam. It operates a very good high value proposition around a multi-quote solution for our partners, but it's also a tech engine. So we've invested there. We're very proud of the fact that we've used that to start up two of the very new exciting things, both Pineapple and Control. The tech enabled that is BroLink, 100% owned subsidiary of Santam. So you don't always have to do something in your core. There's other ways, I think, to be a part of that change. So we've invested there, and that's great. It's nice to have a sort of sandpit where you can invest in new technologies. But I think in the core business, it's all, change is about a mindset. So it's also about saying, how do we as a business take every opportunity and say, how do we get better? How do we change it? How do we leverage the 6,000 people in Santam and say, if each of you could make one thing better, how could you do that differently? And if everybody is 5% better, the whole is way more than 5% better. It's also been quite an interesting thing. So being agile today in the insurance industry still takes lots of capital. It's quite an interesting thing. So regulation has almost created this protection, this layer around big insurance businesses because the barrier to entries are high. The cost of investing, the capital that's needed to do that is tough. It's also enabled us to really spend in long-term strategies. So we're investing a lot in machine learning. We're very excited about how we can leverage data to really look at how we underwrite and how we rate and how we segment differently. It's also been a great time to invest in artificial intelligence. So we're now 8 months into a program. We've got 70 bespoke things up. Converging a model is interesting. So the whole way that we do business. So think of it, is crossing Santam Drive difficult? You might say to me, well, what time of day are you crossing? So is crossing Santam Drive at 5 o'clock in the afternoon difficult? You say, well, is it raining? Is crossing Santam Drive when it's raining at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or are you a robot? The point I'm trying to make is that there's complexity in decision making, but if there is a follow-up question, you can train a computer to make that decision, eventually you start converging models. And artificial intelligence starts helping you. You don't ever have to refer because you map an underwriter, you map his mindset, you can automatically provide answers. So something that might have taken you 6 days to decide on starts happening instantly. Now I employ 17 data scientists. It's a field that we never had in Santam before, but utilizing data, the power of that, and changing. And then of course you've got this whole Internet of Things coming in, which talks to the fact that in 5 years' time, if the business is still about paying a claim, when you could be preventing that claim with smart technology that gives you the ability to know before something happens what's going to happen. So that's a great new field for us. And I think that, whilst it's tough and you think, being agile, it's a mindset, but it's about a vision, it's about a strategy, about believing in a future. I think we're in a very exciting time in our industry. There's more capital investment coming into our industry than any other. There's complexity, so the need for advice has never been greater. So we're at the Intermediary Association event now. So intermediaries stand at the core of what the future needs, because complexity needs advice. And who better to provide it than the professionals that our intermediaries are. So I think it's a great time to be in our business. We're certainly excited. It's great to be at a function like this. So hopefully the evening goes well for us, and if nothing else, it's a celebration of the power of the intermediary and the value that they bring, and I think it's a great time to be in our business, and certainly look forward to the evening and look forward to the next 5 years. Thanks for having me.